Braden turns, he throws, and it's swung on a ground ball to short. Taken there, Pennington's got it. He throws a perfect game. Dallas Braden just throwing a perfect game.
Alexei! Yes! 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 History! The AL's last two perfect pitchers meet head-to-head tonight, next on Comcast Sportsnet. We are coming to you from US Cellular Field, where tonight Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. There's Paul Konerko, Alex Rios, Carlos Quinn and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Coco Crisp and Bob Guerin's Oakland Athletics. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson, as we get set to bring you the first of this three-game set and the fifth of this 10-game homestand. As you know, we had four with Tampa Bay. We got three with these guys. We'll finish it off this weekend, three against the Angels. So the Sox coming off that 6-1 victory yesterday against Tampa Bay. We took 3 out of 4, and Gavin Floyd was just outstanding. But tonight, we got some guys who threw perfect games out there on the bump.
A couple of left-handers going head-to-head, both with perfect games on their resume. Mark Buehrle's thrown a couple of no-hitters, and Dallas Braden might be looking for his second because he's some tough young pitcher. Now, Mark Buehrle's really struggled against these A's. He's 4-13 lifetime. Dallas Braden is 2-0 against the Sox with an ERA in the low 2s. Both of these guys have great changeups. The difference this year, the Sox are 6-3, the A's are 4-5, and the A's are third in the league in pitching, but last in the league in defense. Let's see if that comes into play. And Coco Crisp is a guy that's really hurt Mark Buehrle.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Chicago. And Bob Guerin is going to line up his Athletics this way. Coco Crisp will lead it off, and it's Barton, Jackson, Willingham, a thumper they got as a free agent, Ellis, Matsui, Suzuki, Kuzmanov, and Andy LaRoche at shortstop hitting 9th. The defense and how they'll line up behind Mark Burley, left to right, Pierre Rios and Lillibridge. In the infield, Morel, Ramirez, Beckham, and Canerco. Ramon Castro gets the nod behind the plate tonight. And our Lexus pursuing perfection pitcher, Mark Burley, looking for win number 150. He has really struggled against his Oakland team, 4-13 lifetime, trying to turn it around here tonight. This Oakland team is 3rd in the American League in pitching, and yet they're last in the American League in defense. And there you look at Bob Guerin as he leads his very young and talented pitching staff, trying to catch the Texas Rangers, who won that game today. Ozzie has seen his team go 6-3, so they're throwing the ball around. We're ready for baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox Baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us. We're first of 3 against these Athletics, and here's the switch hitting center fielder, Coco Crisp. Going right after it. Crisp, 15 for 41 lifetime against Burley with a couple of home runs. He comes in hitting at .265. A's as a team hitting at .233 with a 2.96 team ERA. And that breaking ball popped up foul territory. Paulie, 1 out.
There's going to be a challenge tonight is for the base runners of both of these teams, because both of these pitchers have about as good a pickoff move as you'd ever want to see.
So 1 out, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Derek Barton, hitting at .219. No homers. He's driven in 1. Barton last year for the A's hit .273, 10 homers, and dove in 57.
He came along from St. Louis. Not your prototypical first baseman in that he just is not a home run hitter. He's a line drive hitter.
There's the strike. And that evens the count at 1. And here at beautiful US Cellular Field. 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. As that is popped up left side. Brent, he's over there by the dugout, makes the catch. And that's out number 2.
Benmura comes over, realizing he has at least a step and a half before he hits that rail. Getting a little help from his teammates. You're not going to get that kind of help in the other dugout.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Connor Jackson. He is 3 for 9 on the series, on the season, I should say, with a couple of RBIs. Takes a strike, and that evens the count at 1. These two teams met 9 times last year. Sox winning 4 of the 9. Checks it up, fouls it off, and the count 1-2.
Jackson was a first-round pick. The Arizona Diamondbacks in the same draft that they took also in the first round, Carlos Quentin. And Jackson had valley fever. It really cost him a full season. Now he's back in an Oakland uniform.
That curveball's popped up left side. Alexei making the call. Foul ground has the ball. 1-2-3 for Burley, and after half an inning of play, it's the A's nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
hitting second, and Rios, Canerco, Quinton. Lexi Ramirez with Morel, Castro, and Lillibridge playing right field and hitting ninth. The defense, and how they're going to line up behind Braden, left to right. It's going to be Willingham, Crisp, and Jackson. In the infield, Kuzmanov, LaRoche, Ellis, and Barton. Kurt Suzuki, a very talented catcher behind the plate. And the Lexus pursuing perfection pitcher, Dallas Braden. Got a great change. In fact, he's got 3 different type of change-ups. And he will not throw the curveball tonight. He'll go to the slider on occasion.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as ball 1 to Juan Pierre. Juan comes in hitting at .275. Lifetime against Braden, 3 for 8. And the count 2-0. Sox hitting at .307 as a club with a 4.11 team ERA.
Go Crisp and go get him in center field, and he's shading toward left center.
There's a strike in the count 2-1.
There you look at the defense as we pan around. The big gap is in right center and down the line in right.
That's fouled, and that's going to be out of play. Well, both these guys will get it and throw it.
The umpires for tonight: Jerry Meals behind the plate, C.B. Buckner at first, Dan Iasonia at second, and Dale Scott, the crew chief, is at third.
Got him, says Meals. And that's out number 1.
Set him up inside, went outside, and this one is off the plate by an eyelash.
So here's Beckham. Gordon hitting at .333, a couple of homers. He's driven in 6. When you get a fastball from Braden, if you're a right-handed hitter, it behooves you to put it in play.
Because you know that changeup is forthcoming.
And here it comes. 0-2 the count. Gordon has faced Braden 6 times, and he's drawn the collar. Little high neck in.
Well, Suzuki called the fastball, but he gave him the sign where he wanted it up and out of the strike zone. And that's where he got it.
There's that changeup.
It might have been a little lucky with that. It was off the plate, but it was up. He was trying to keep it low and away.
So 2 strikeouts, 2 down.
Good changeup. This is where he wanted to pitch before. Low and away in a perfect spot. Has Gordon well out in front of him.
So here's Alex. Hitting at .205. No homers. He's driven in 4. He is 3 for 16 lifetime against Braden. As that fastball hit into short right field. Right center. 1-2-3 inning. And after 1, no score. Josh Willingham, the left fielder, will lead it off. Comes in hitting at .242, 3 homers and 6 RBIs.
This entire team has 4 home runs. Willingham has 3 of them. He has got big power. Hit one, amazingly enough, completely out of the ballpark in Minnesota.
Last year at Washington, hit .268, 16 homers, and drove in 56.
That's a tough park to hit home runs.
Very. Adam Dunn said, "You can't believe how hard it is to hit the ball at a ballpark." And when he says that, that's hit foul. And the count 1-2.
I talked with Bob Guerin before the game, and he said the object of their winter was to improve their offense without hurting their defense. So they were able to get Matsui, who's their DH. They got Willingham, who's an average left fielder. They felt that Crisp would be healthy. He only played in 75 games last year, and when he is, he's a plus center fielder. This team looks a little different, although they're really not hitting the ball quite yet.
Lays off the high fastball. 2-2. So the full count to the 32-year-old veteran. That's into left field. One is there. Got it off the end of the bat. And you can join the White Sox for a night celebrating Cinco de Mayo, presented by Miller Lite on Tuesday, May 3rd. So for tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Here's Mark Ellis, 33-year-old veteran infielder. Takes ball 1. He comes in hitting at .207, no homers. He's driven in 4. Mark has always been a thorn in our side. Last year hit .291, 5 homers, and drove in 49. And that's foul.
So far, Mark is spotting his fastball and his cutter very well. Usually has very good command of the straight change. What we've seen so far in the early going was a few more curveballs than we normally see out of Mark Buehrle.
Just did get a piece of it.
Mark Ellis is a good, solid defender at second base.
That's the only second baseman in A's history to make 7 consecutive opening day starts. And of course, they had one of the best defensive second basemen for a long time in Dick Green.
Played on those 3 championship teams.
5 consecutive divisional titles, 3 consecutive world championships. Alexei. 2 down. Greeny was a terrific second baseman.
Along with Bert Campaneris, you could bet if it was hit in the infield and it was a ground ball with a man at first, it was going to be 2.
Well, I think it was in the '74 World Series. Dick Green did not get a hit, and a lot of people thought he should have been voted the most valuable player of the series. So here's Matsui, hitting at .207, a homer. He's driven in 4. Last year with the Angels, hit .274, 21 homers, and drove in 84. As he takes strike 2.
He had some great years with the New York Yankees.
Well, he was their best clutch hitter.
Yeah, years.
7th, 8th, and 9th innings.
You couldn't get him out in clutch situations.
Mark. Over first. That is 6 up, 6 down. Retired by Burley, and after an inning and a half, nada.
David Cone and Randy Johnson. Then, of course, Mark Burley and Dallas Braden, both against Tampa Bay. And the last one thrown by Roy Halladay against the Florida Marlins.
It will be Konerko, Quentin, and Ramirez to face Dallas Braden. They're in the bottom of the second inning. So far, we've had 9 hitters up, 9 hitters down. With dispatch. Paulie, co-player of the week, along with Asdrubal Cabrera from Cleveland. So we've had 2 for 2. That's the first time since they have given that award that the Sox have had consecutive. Week to week.
Mr. Bertucci is well dressed tonight.
Bertucci's always well. He is a sartorial magnifique. The 2-0. And that's down low.
You never know how a player is going to develop. And Dallas Braden was drafted in the 24th round in 2004.
There's a strike. Getting ready to say that Paulie and Carlos Quentin, first time that they've had consecutive, Sox have had consecutive winners of the Player of the Week since Jim Thome and Mark Burley did it back in July of '09. Here's the 3-1. Right there.
Tough pitch to take when you got to figure a changeup is going to be forthcoming. I think Paul was probably looking for a changeup.
That's the last thing he was looking for right there.
Fastball right down the middle.
Yeah. And there's the change, and that's low. So with the leadoff man aboard, let's check out our picks to click tonight. Jumangio, our director and the crew, went with Beckham. Don't Pony's going to go with Juan Pierre. And George Thomas down in Elkhart, Indiana. My good buddy and I are going to go with Ramon Castro. So the first base runner of the ball game, and here's Carlos Quentin. Carlos hitting at .353, a couple of homers. He's driven in 10. Change up. And he's got the catbird seat.
Here's where you can't take a fastball if you get one.
Well, he got it. And he was all over just underneath it.
Just a little higher than he would like. He got the fastball, looking for it, and just got under it.
Change up. 2-2. Clayton beat us twice last year. If you missed those games, he could tell our guys it was coming and we couldn't do anything with it.
He just got a great delivery. Same release point as the fastball. Same arm velocity as the fastball, only the ball doesn't seem to get there.
That fastball at 89.
But it looks like 99 after a few of those changes.
At least. Outfield for the most part. Straight up equidistant. Spread out. Pauley's gone. He gone. 2 down.
High fastball, throwing it right by him. And the rest is fairly easy.
So here's Alexei. Alexei comes in at 281, a homer. He's driven in 4. He has faced Braden 10 times, has 3 hits. First of 3 against these A's. There's a changeup. The thing about his changeup, it varies. Some guys you can get a little better line on their changeup because it's constant. There's the bunt. That one was at 71. The previous one was 69. He threw one a while ago with 74.
Well, I talked with Kurt Suzuki, his catcher, and he said he has 3 different types of changeups, and they all move a little bit different. And if you vary the speeds of it, certainly it's going to change where it's going to wind up.
The movement.
Yeah, and you can't really tell which one is coming, so it makes them doubly tough.
Exactly. That's what's you can't gauge it. And you can't get a real good beat on it. A lot of times if a guy's say he's throwing it constantly at 75. Say he's throwing in the high 80s, change up to 75. Most of the time he'll either be 74, 5, or 6. Right in that range right there. You can get a little better bead on that as far as hang time, creating a little hang time. But not with this guy. I think he's got the best left-handed changeup in the league. As that's popped up, Willingham calls him off. He faces a minimum even though he walked Konerko leading off the inning, and we are still scoreless. Top of the third inning, lower third of the Oakland order. Suzuki, Kuzmanov, and LaRoche to face Burley. First pitch strike. Breaking ball.
This is more the Mark Burley we're used to, and that's one who throws ground balls. First 4 hitters hit the ball in the air. Last 3 have hit the ball on the ground. That means that changeup is starting to go down and becoming a lot more effective.
So here's the veteran Kuzmanov. Off to a slow start at 172. Last year hit 247, 16 homers, and drove in 71. And the count 2-0. Bit of a gap out there in right center. And Morel backing off the line at third. Come back and get him. No walks, Mark. There's one. Beckham. Yes. Beautiful play by Gordon again. Showtime.
Well, Mark tried to knock it down, tried to make a skate save. It got over the mound. But Beckham shading up the middle. Good thing he didn't hit that one with his foot, because Kuzmanov doesn't run real well, and Gordon's got him by plenty.
Beautiful play right there by Beckham on the shortstop side of second. So here's LaRoche. Well, the way he's, you know, you're not going to stop Burley from trying to do that. But the only thing that scares me is if he hits him wrong on the ankle, his elbow will fracture it, have a little crack in there. That ball is hammered.
And a broken bat for Andy LaRoche. His brother Adam, home run hitting left-hand hitter. His dad Dave, fine left-handed pitcher. And Andy playing shortstop tonight.
Well, you can, with those maple bats, you can absolutely just square it up, dead center, and break it. In all my years in this game, when they were strictly using ash, I only saw, I think, 2 bats that were broken in half, or at least like that. Look at the play by Alexei. Mercy. Yes, a beautiful play by the missile. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors.
Alexei Ramirez, as he takes a sure base hit, or seemingly a sure base hit, away from Andy LaRoche. That keeps a no-hitter and perfect game intact. Mark Buehrle has faced 9 through 3, courtesy of some pretty good defense.
2 good plays in that inning, one by Beckham and a great play by Alexei. So it'll be Morel, Castro, and Lillibridge face Dallas Braden here in our half of the 3rd inning. A whole bunch of goose eggs up on that board. That sinker, low and away. Brent comes in, hitting at .294, no homers. He's driven in 6. And he's got the catbird seat. So he saw a sinker, and he saw a 73-mile-an-hour changeup. And there's a little flare right side. Get a new piece of lumber.
I would think that Brent would have a decent shot at hitting Braden, only because he's been going to right and right center field all year long. And to hit this guy, you can't go out and try to get it. You got to go that way with it. Let's see if he's able to do that. So far, Braden has stayed away with everything.
Got that 89-mile-an-hour fastball by him, and the count evens at 2. And there's that change. It's 70. So 1 out. And a reminder, the Ozzie plan includes your choice of 13 games, including the BP Crosstown Cup Series against the Cubs and matchups against the Twins, Yankees, and Red Sox. Now, the Ozzie plan is available right now and starts as low as $171 per seat. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Here's Ramon. Takes the fastball right there. 1-1. Oh, what a nice job Ramon has done since he's been in the White Sox uniform.
Knows the pitching staff well. He has come through with some very timely hits. And he's awfully strong.
He's 2 for 5 on the season with a homer. Change up. You can see it a little bit from up here. You don't think the obvious. You can't see it down there.
You cannot see it from down there at all. Good changeup. That's the slow version of it. And he has him going well out in front. This might not be a bad time to bunt for Lillibridge. He takes a look down at Kuzminov, who now is starting to come in a few steps.
And the way you can see it from up here is you can see the difference in the transition is from back to forward. This changeup transition is just a hair slower. You know, that's one thing that's always amazed me about getting guys pitches. Is how you can have 5 more. You can have 10 guys looking at the same guy. Good pitch, didn't get it. And you might have 10 different angles, so to speak, on what he's throwing.
Well, especially with the video today, where you can see every nuance of every pitch he's thrown for the last 50 games he's thrown. I think that
it's a lot easier to
tell
check
on everybody.
Video, though, Stone Pony. It's a lot easier on pitchers than it is on hitters, because video can be a great asset or it can be a big deterrent. You got to know what you're looking for. Full count.
Pierre in the on deck circle in case Lillibridge can keep it alive. And
there's ball 4.
Well, now,
the second walk issued by Brayton.
He's going to really be careful at first base. Last thing you want to do is get a little too adventuresome. Brayton has a couple of different moves. He has a step-off move, which is deceptive enough. But his regular conventional move is not as good as anybody around, including Mark Buehrle.
Well, one thing about it, Lillibridge wants to run when you're. That is not his good move at all. It's just a commercial toss. But when you're playing only every 4 or 5 days once, when you get in there and you get on, you want to do something. So he's got that thought in his mind. Takes a bunt, takes a strike. Brayton has 5 strikeouts. We're in 2 2/3 innings.
Well, the next hit is going to be the first hit of the night for either team.
That's off the corner. Brayton in his previous start, 7 innings, only struck out 3. I mentioned he was 2-0 against us last year, and we didn't have much of a chance. That's going to hang up. And Coco Crisp will make that catch to retire the side. So nothing across. There was a man left. That's the first man stranded in this game, and we'll go to the 4th scoreless.
The 4th meal from Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
Coco Crisp. First ball hunting, pops it up Morel. 1 pitch, 1 out. And a reminder, you can follow the White Sox. Now, this is really a good app. You can follow the White Sox with MLB.com at BAT11. For your phone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit whitesox.com for details. Well, of all the apps I've got, I use that one more than any. That is really a good one. You get games, news, lineups, highlights. Go back to any game you want that's been played.
Will they send me an app?
They will for $120.
It's easy to do, huh?
For $120, you can get the app.
Do I have to have a machine, or can I just get the app?
No, you got to pay cash. From you, they got to have cash. Because you got all that money you got, that holds.
Well, I'm one of the few people that need a cosigner for cash.
As many as you can get, huh? 2-2 pitch to Barton.
Just missed, low and away.
Barton fouled out also to Morel. Yeah, it's got a piece.
And we got a little piece of Ramon Castro.
Yeah, his mask.
Phew.
So that is the first Oakland base runner. So as far as the perfect games go, you can cancel post games. Bottom of the fifth inning at Fenway. Tampa Bay leading Boston 9-2. Texas shut out the Tigers 2-0. Ogando. And here's Connor Jackson. He popped up to Alexei. Shanks that one foul right side.
Get him to hit the ball on the ground. It's going to be a relatively easy 2.
Cutter. Still a good pitch, even though he didn't get it. And the count evens at 1. Gap out there in right center. As it's 51 degrees as we speak here at the ballpark. 2-1.
Jackson had some pretty good years with the Arizona Diamondbacks in 06 and 07. The 291, then 284. And actually hit an even 300 in 08. Then Valley Fever really did him in.
Yeah, they thought he was going to be all-state in 2 states.
He was a good player.
He was. They had very, very high hopes. As we talked about before, you're very well qualified to talk about Valley Fever.
Yeah, that's a tough one, and especially if it sets in real well as it did with Connor Jackson, it takes a long time to come back.
Right back, take your time. There, makes a perfect throw and rack him up. Yes, that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. No score. game one of the NHL playoffs as the Hawks face a rival Canucks in Vancouver. Don't miss Blackhawks Canucks Wednesday night at 8:30 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
I was watching a good part of that Minnesota Wild game last night with Dallas doing everything they can, only to come up a little short. The empty netter looked awfully good at the end.
Gordon Beckham struck out his first trip. Takes a strike. Pitcher's pitch right on the outside edge of the outside corner. Gordon now 0 for 7 lifetime against Braden.
He got one to hit there and just swung through it.
If he'd been out a few more inches, he would have been much better served.
Yep.
Change up. Another one. That is what you call a power changeup. How can you say a changeup is a power pitch? Well, he's got a power changeup because when you can tell a guy it's coming, he still can't do anything with it. That is a power changeup.
Well, that was 73, and he's thrown changeups at 71. He's thrown them at 68, 69.
Little breaking ball right there.
First one
That's
of the
the first
night.
one he's thrown.
Yep.
Back to the middle into center field. Yes! Base hit. You can cancel the post-game show. First hit of the ball game.
And a big effort by Ellis. Normally you think that's going on into center field, but Mark Ellis, who's a great defender, ranged all the way up the middle. Third base side is second, and the long throw to first, not near in time, but a big effort to try to keep the no-hitter intact.
So here's Paulie. Paulie walked, leading off the second. Then a 3-2 count. Quentin at the plate. Carlos struck out, and Paul was thrown out at second. Takes that fastball right there. Good take. 1-1. The ball is striking out here in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors for them. No runs, 1 hit. And no errors for us. Just a short lead to Alex. The breaking ball is fair. And they got plenty of time except for the fact that Alex went in just like he was supposed to do. And took him out.
Well, he had Ellis having to avoid the slide because that would have been an easy double play. But Alex was hustling. Kuzminoff kind of backed up a bit, and it allowed Alex to get there, going right up over the bag. And Ellis couldn't get off the throw.
So here's Carlos. Struck out on a 3-2 fastball. Change up in the dirt, blocked nicely by Kurt Suzuki. It's out.
That's that step-off move that even if you're close to the bag, that one can get you.
That ball hit hard into right field. A bad read and can't recover. So Connor came in, then tried to go back, couldn't get there, and the 2-out double puts Konerko at third.
Connor Jackson, who has played a lot of first base during the course of his career, takes 2 steps in, and by the time he regroups, the ball goes over his glove.
Well, one thing about Carlos Quentin, you see a lot of right fielders get a bad read on the ball he hits out there.
It's because he's a lot stronger. That ball goes a lot farther than most people think it's going to go.
That's why they get a bad read. Come on, Alexei, we need you right here.
Alexei's one of those guys, and I talked to Kurt Suzuki about him. He said he's one of the guys, although he doesn't look like it, he feels he makes adjustments pretty well to pitchers, sometimes pitch to pitch. And I said it doesn't appear when you look at him because he's always in the same spot in the batter's box. And he said, no, he said it's how he swings the bat. He says, I've watched a lot of tape on him. And he said, I got to be careful how I pitch him.
Off the end of the bat, right side. On a changeup. So we have a 2-out threat. Can't do anything with it. And we're into the 5th. Left fielder Josh Willingham will lead off here in the top of the 5th inning. Yeah, 2-out threat right there. And couldn't do anything with it on that single by Rios, force out by Konerko, and then the double by Quentin. Outfield about equidistant, slightly to the left. There's a good strike, and the count 2-1.
Willingham started with the Florida Marlins, got the big leagues with them. Not the easiest park in the world to hit home runs. And he's actually now on his 3rd team, and all 3 of parks are hard to hit home runs.
That ball is hit hard. One is there, right in front of the Comcast Sportsnet sign.
Unfortunately, that was a sinking line drive because Willingham certainly hit it hard enough.
It's a good thing he hit it that hard.
Yes.
Old humpback line drive.
One goes back, makes the catch.
That'll bring up Mark Ellis. He grounded to short. Takes a curveball strike. And that's hit hard, but just a foul ball, just a strike. And you can text Subway to 29653, and if you are the 500th texter, you could win $5 foot-long subs from Subway. To Harper, Brent.
Mark took a little something off after Ellis hit that hard foul ball. Had him well out in front of him.
So here is Hideki Matsui. Grounded back to Burley to end the second inning. Tops that curveball foul. Tomorrow night, make your plans to be with us right here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Field for game 2 of this 3-game set. Edwin Jackson against Trevor Cahill.
That's a good matchup, and Trevor Cahill fresh off a new 5-year contract.
And if you can't make it, that game will be over WCIU. And then on Wednesday afternoon, Johnny Danks against Brett Anderson. And that game right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. 2-1 to count.
Adam Dunn told me he felt great today, so it'll be any day now till we see the big boy back in the lineup.
Hit right to Gordon. And that'll retire the side. We are halfway home. No score.
Enthusiastic, our Chuck, tonight.
Yeah, it is. You must have had one of those cold cut combos from Subway.
Could very possibly be.
One of those 8 meatball subs from Subway.
Well, I'm figuring out a way. I don't know how yet, but I'm looking for 10 meatballs.
It's Brent Morrell. Takes the changeup at 75 for a strike. Brent struck out on a good changeup. And the count evens. Ramon Castro on deck. And Brent Lillibridge in the hole. And the count 2-1. No runs, no hits, no errors for them. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for us. Off the end of the bat, LaRoche. One down. So here's Ramon. He struck out on a changeup. Takes it up, takes a strike.
Braden now mixing in the occasional breaking ball. Here comes the change.
Off the end of the bat, out and around it. 2 down. And a reminder, season ticket plans offer the best seat locations at the lowest prices with the most benefits. Now, prorated full season, weekday and weekend plans are available right now and start as less as $500 per seat. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com.
His Oakland team thought that Andrew Bailey was going to close for them, but he hurt his forearm, so he's just now starting to throw off a mound.
Lillibridge, high and deep in the left center field. Stretch! They go back. Look up. You can put it on the ball. Yes! Yes! He was looking for it, got it, and hurt it. 1-0 White Sox.
First home run of the year, second run batted in. Brent walked the first time up in the 3rd inning, and that time the 10,000th run in White Sox history. Our Ford home run replay. This one was up and out over the plate, and Brent got just enough of it.
And Juan fouls first pitch off. 10,000th home run in the White Sox franchise history.
And AJ went up to him and told him, way to muscle up.
There's a changeup. Juan has struck out and gone out to center. 0-2 the count. Hard hit. Nice play by LaRoche. Can't get him though. So good speed aboard. Meanwhile, that good mood of Braden. You got to be careful.
Good effort by Andy LaRoche as he ranged up the middle, dove to his left. Once you leave your feet with Juan Pierre, you have virtually no chance to get him. He's got a third baseman's arm, but he was just a half a step late.
Don't stop now, boys. Yes, here's Beckham. You got a cookie right there. High changeup and underneath.
That was a roller that settled right over the middle of the plate. Gordon had visions of making it a 3-0 game.
69 miles an hour.
Nice stop by Suzuki.
And of course, with that home run by Lillibridge, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities. For every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season, that is number 12, so $1,200 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. Comes back with a fastball, and he's tardy. In the LG Skyline Club seats.
There's the difference in the ball game. Well, that's the shortest lead you'll ever see Juan Pierre take.
2 out, 1-2 the count.
Well, that one might have been a balk had Beckham not called timeout. You can't really do that, but timeout was called at home plate before that move.
1. Oh, right on the money by Suzuki. And that'll retire the side, but not before Brent Lillibridge cranks out his first homer of the year. Sox lead at 1-0. Gold Glove Award winner. Easy play for him. And this will come back. This one's in the end. Breaking ball strike to Kurt Suzuki, who grounded out to Ramirez.
Suzuki is 2 for 2 in throwing out base runners tonight, and both throws have been right on the money.
Good pitch, didn't get it. And the count evens at 1. And checking some scores. Yeah, that's popped up right side. Beckham. Got there, couldn't hang on.
Tough play for Paul. Gordon calling for it. He made the slide and actually overslid the ball. Had it in the glove briefly. It would have been a good effort.
So Suzuki gets a reprieve. And the count 2-2. Right. Tampa Bay leading Boston 12-2 that game. Bottom of the 6th at Fenway. And there's a base hit. So now first hit for the A's.
Market faced the minimum through 5. That's Suzuki with another life. Takes a changeup out of the strike zone and hits it into left center field.
So here's Kuzminov. Hit a chopper back through the middle at Beckham on the shortstop side of second. Picked it up and threw him out easily. Other scores: Cubs shutting out Houston 5-0. That game in the bottom of the 4th. Down at the juice box. Rockies at New York. The Mets tied at 4, bottom of the 6th. Good pitch, didn't get it. Niels had not given Burley one inside strike call tonight. Not one. Run on 4 hits, no errors for our guys. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for their guys. There's a strike, and the count 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one. And of course, Texas shut out the Tigers earlier today, 2-0. Later on, Dodgers taking on the Giants in San Francisco. Seattle at home against Toronto. Cleveland in Anaheim against the Angels. San Diego hosting Cincinnati, and St. Louis at Arizona.
Red hot Cleveland Indians won the final game of the opening series against us and
hadn't stopped.
Have not lost.
Two balls, 2 strikes. He gone.
Good high cutter, and he threw it by Kuzminov.
First strikeout for Burley, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Randy LaRoche. He hit a screaming Mimi to the right of Alexei Ramirez, who made a spectacular catch. Change-up strike.
9 times in the long and very successful career of Mark Buehrle has he taken a no-hitter past the 5th inning. Twice he took it all the way.
Ate him up right there. And a bad throw by Becker.
Fortunately, that one does not go into the dugout. Morel with a good solid throw, and the flat-footed throw by Gordon Beckham sails over Paulie's head.
So they go back to the top of the order. Coco Crisp, who's fouled out to first and fouled out to third. Coco, over the course of his career, has hit us well and played well, period, against us.
If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous force in the outfield, but he's had trouble doing that the last few years.
Coco, a .301 lifetime hitter against us with 9 homers and 37 RBIs. Chops that one foul. Oh, check that. 1-2 the count with 2 out here in the top of the 6th. 2-2.
Mark tried to heat him upstairs, and Chris was able to just fight it off.
Yeah, but get enough top hand on it just to get it out of here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Pops it up right side. Lillibridge is there, makes the catch, and it'll retire the side. So nothing across after 5.5. Sox lead at 1-0. And a reminder, Wednesday, the Sox and the A's are back in action right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Coverage begins at 12:30 with Felco White Sox pregame live. So don't miss White Sox A's on your TV home for the White Sox. Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. So here we go, bottom of the 6th, 1-0 good guys. Beckham goes 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
Gordon was up there when Juan Pierre was thrown out to end the 5th inning.
Takes a little breaking ball for a strike. And that one's low. And that one's in. The 2-1 pitch. Grabs a strike with it. There's that change. High in the left field, Willingham. And that's out number 1. That'll bring up Alex. We picked up our first hit with 1 out in the 4th inning. And a reminder, tomorrow, make your plans to be with us here at beautiful US Cellular Field. Edwin Jackson against Trevor Cahill. If you can't make it to the ballpark, that game will be over WCIU. Starts him off with a change. Comes back with a sinker.
He's got a terrific variety of pitches, all at different speeds, all with movement, and most of them in the strike zone.
Oh, he was just underneath it. Suzuki stays with it. And that's out number 2. And a reminder, want to be a part of the team? So join the White Sox Kids Club. Now, there are 2 memberships available. All-Star members receive cool items like ticket coupons, a mini southpaw bobblehead, and a cap. Now, the Slugger membership also offers great perks. So visit WhiteSox.com to join the club. Two out to Paulie. Paulie has walked and hit into a 5-4 fielder's choice. Checks it up and fouls it off. The last thing you ever look for off Dallas Braden is a fastball up and in.
When he throws it up and in, it's usually up and out of the strike zone, just a show me pitch, and that was where that first pitch was.
Change up. Evens accounted 1.
Now ready to deliver pitch number 87.
Change up. The worst 5 words you can say to a strong right-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher is he's got a great changeup.
This guy certainly falls into that category, as does Anderson.
Try to run that fastball by him.
This staff is very young, very talented. And probably the next guy that they get under their control is Gio Gonzalez.
Change up. Willingham will not catch that one, but he'll get there to cut it off to hold Paulie to a single. So the 2-out single.
Paulie went out and got that. There was a pretty good pitch. It was low and away, but he waited back long enough, kept it fair, and dropped it just to the right of Willingham.
So here's Carlos. 1 for 2, that double back in the 4th inning. Good pitch to hit.
He had a good cut at that one.
Yes,
that was a high fastball away. One that Carlos probably had designs of taking against that right center field wall. There's our Dodge pitch tracks. You see the location of this. In the zone and away and just under it.
Now right back with another heater. I love the way Suzuki calls the game.
He's pretty good back there. And this year he's looking at much more tape than he has in years past.
He has always, since he's come into this league, as a rookie, called a real solid game.
Also had a real good look at his eyes just before that pitch. He was looking down at the feet of Carlos Quentin to see if he was going to make any type of adjustment at all. There he goes looking at him just to see if he might be looking away for one.
The old ejector button got him right there, and the count 2-2. No, he is real good. He's in the top 3 or 4 in this league for calling the game. Of course, our guy is the best, AJ. And I tell you, Ramon does a heck of a job putting the numbers down back there.
I think we're blessed with 2 excellent catches.
Better believe it. Change up. That was one of the more hittable change ups that he's thrown tonight. But we also are blessed with some good catching prospects in the minor leagues. Tyler Flowers, Josh Phegley, Blank.
Probably going to have to wait a bit, however.
Yeah. I think AJ can play for 4 or 5 more years, to tell you the truth. As he gets him. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 7th, leading 1-0.
Against these same A's. Then the day off on Thursday. Well deserved and much anticipated. And then the Angels come to town over the weekend, and it's off on the road to Tampa Bay for 4, Detroit for 3, and the Yankees for 4.
Derek Barton. It's a changeup strike to even the count at 1. Barton is fouled out to third, and he has walked. 1-1 pitch. 1 hopper. And season ticket plans offer the best seat locations at the lowest prices with the most benefits. Prorated full season weekday and weekend plans are available right now and start as less as $500 per seat. Call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Strike. Connor Jackson.
Be a nice guy to retire before Willingham, who crushed the ball last time up. There's Josh Willingham. Going to be their most prolific power hitter this year.
Well, when we played the Nationals in early play, he was the best looking hitter outside of Dunn on that ball club.
I think that's a very good pickup for these Athletics. You have the pitching. Bob Guerin thinks they do have the defense despite getting off to a slow start. But they were in desperate need of some power.
Well, you're good on the right side. We haven't seen that much of Kuzminov.
Kuzminov had one full season where he only committed 3 errors, and Pennington's a pretty decent shortstop.
There's a shot.
It's one of the reasons why I thought the Connor Jackson at bat was very important.
Yeah, he's now 1 for 3 last time up. He just hit a humpback line drive out there too. He's been on Burley better than any other Oakland hitter. And that'll bring up Mark Ellis, who was grounded to short and grounded to third. Takes ball 1. 33-year-old veteran. Right side. Beckham. And that'll retire the side. 7th inning stretch from beautiful US Cellular Field. Burley leads it 1-0.
Ross comes into the game, 6'6" right-hander.
Well, I don't care what he's got. I'm glad to see that left-hander out of there.
I think so. So are our hitters. Very happy that Braden went 6 innings, gave up just 1 run. The solo home run by Bang Bang Lillibrid.
Well, there's not a left-hander in this league who's got a better changeup than Dallas Braden.
Walk 2. He fans 7. Good performance, just outpitched by Mark Buehrle.
2 good left-handers out there tonight.
Great changeups.
Yep.
Great moves to first.
2 good pitchers. Just that simple. 2 outstanding pitchers, as a matter of fact. One and 1 to count to Alexei. He has popped to left and grounded to second. Braden got him on a changeup with those 2 guys on back in the 4th inning. Then on second and third. That little soft ground ball to Ellis. Come on, Alexei, start us off right here, buddy. That ball is ripped. Stay fair. It won't.
Jesse Crain throwing into Penn. Nice to get a little insurance for Mark Burley, who's been very close to unhittable here tonight. Ross was used as a starter in the minor leagues, second-round draft choice in 2008. Got to Oakland last year, 26 times used out of the pen.
Kuzmanov. So the big right-hander pitching in his hometown. That'll bring up Brent Morel. Brent is 0 for 2. As I said earlier, Burley or Dallas Braden, neither one of those guys had any trouble with the Hawker Rule. None. Not with the changeups they got. Oh, and 1 to count.
You'd have been up there looking for that one misplaced fastball
all year long.
just the one misplaced one
all year long. I was throwing that fastball up and in. So that's 2 out. Mike Cuellar used to do that to me. I used to get 1 hit a year off him. Fastball right here, up and in. And after that, it was all over.
He could throw the slowest curveball with the most spin on it of any pitcher that I saw. It was a slow breaking ball, but it just seemed to buzz. I don't know how he did it.
So here's Castro. Now, is that one away? Well, Cuellar, God rest his soul, he just passed away last year. That whole staff, it was so much fun, even though you didn't do much against them. It was so much fun to play because they were consummate professionals. I mean, they were the same if you got them out of there in the first or second inning, or if they shut you out on 2-3 hits.
Talking about that old Baltimore staff?
Yeah. They were consummate professionals.
They were something.
McNally, all those guys.
Cuellar, Dobson, and Palmer all 120 in 1971.
Neal started to come up with that right arm.
Ross got a pretty good slider. And it looks like